Good evening, chaps and chapettes. Roggor here. Welcome to Rimworld. I am obsessed with this game. I absolutely love it, and I wanted to show you good people about it. Basically, if you saw the Prison Architect episode I did recently, that's the basic premise of how the game looks and is controlled. But basically what it is it's a sort of a sci-fi colony building simulator, and it is incredible. And more says, okay, quick little thing, AI storyteller, which is a great way of doing like difficulty settings. Basically with this one, let's see, so we got standard one, Cassandra. Basically things start off easy and get progressively harder, nice and easy. There's the Phoebe, which in basically quiet, then a big disaster happens out of Sim City, and of course and various and that. I haven't tried Randy Random, that's a hell of a porn star's name. But there, as I haven't tried that one yet, but I'm going to stick with this one. Let's have a look, see. Let's stick with some challenge for the moment, but what we are going to do is we are going to turn on permadeath mode for this little colony we make. Okay, randomize seed. Okay, this is generating the world. This will generate it, and if you see this, yeah, doesn't this remind you of something? Oh yes, Dwarf Fortress, which is a big influence on this game. Right, okie doke, so let's have a look see at this world. Okay, quite Pangean. Oh, what's that red? I haven't seen a red one before. Arid shrubland? Oh, I haven't seen that one before, but okay, this is where we're choosing to establish our colony. At the moment, because the game is still early access, it's a case of, although each of these, see, look, where that little white dot is, that's where you're going to start, so that is basically one size. The worlds are huge, and annoyingly you can't travel around in them yet. I think that is something that's turning up. But what I want is, let's see, so the world's there, because what I want is ideally I want temperate forest with some mountains, but not too cold. Also not too hot either. Let's go in, so if you have a look on the left, you can actually see some statistics. Yeah, very, very, very in-depth, this game. As I said, not as insane in-depth as Dwarf Fortress, but it gets there. Right, okay, let's go. Right, now for the interesting bit, where we get our characters. And if you, as I said, just look on the screen, it is so in-depth, I can't really go into this. But what I want to do more than anything else is I want to, let's randomize. Okay, let's randomize because according to my little list here, let's find a certain type of chap. Okay, there we are. That will do. Okay, so you got traits down here, various little bits and bobs. As I said, it's very in-depth, I think to do, but more importantly, what I'm going to do is this. Yep, decided to make it a little more interesting. You guys are going to be my little crew in this game. I'm just going to be the voice in your head telling you what to do. So there we are, Danny Spammels Muckboatface. That's our first champion. What's his health is fine. Oh, Spammels is a bit of a slowpoke, but psychically sensitive. In tweaking, he's good at researching, and he's got to be good at everything else. He's absolutely crap in a fight, though. There we go. Right, so let's rename you. There we are, so we got Mr. Hugo Strange. Hello, my wizardy fellow. Let's see about you. Oh god. Torso bite scar. Is apparently the son of Danny McBoatface. Genuinely didn't know that about you guys, fair enough. But Hugo is volatile, is a pessimist, and a careful shooter. Right, so we got our moody sniper here at the moment. Childhood apocalypse survivor. Well, I don't blame you. So very good at the guns. Right. And last soul. And now we got Tatters. Right, so what is Tatters good at? Okay, so not related to the guys. Okie doke, health is fine. Good at crafting and growing. By the way, the stats and stuff, that's entirely randomized, okay? So basically, she's going to be very, very good at agriculture and building stuff. She's very psychically dull, however, whatever that actually is. Tatters believe the human body is limited for a reason, bionic arts are unethical. Okay, fair enough. And a pyromaniac. Oh, I should have re-rolled before looking at that, but we're going to stick with it. We're going to stick. Pyromaniac is a very, very annoying little perk. We're going to have to deal with it. Oh, cult child. Well, and adulthood low-wage worker. Okay, actually, what were the other guys? Apocalypse Studio message carrier. So Hugo is quite literally the bloke out of the Postman. Academy student and computer engineer. Okay, so we got a researcher. We've got a shooty guy. You got to get. Okay. Oh, okay, so who's the best at cooking? Because cooking is the most important. Okay, Tatters is okay at cooking. That's decent enough. So at least then we can get going. So, like I said, totally randomised, but it basically looks like Spammels is going to have his head down in the books trying to figure out how to make things explode more efficiently. Hugo's actually going to do the exploding, and Tatters is going to actually do all the stuff which is actually necessary for everyone surviving, and therefore is probably the only person who's actually going to survive this little entourage. Right, okay, that's R3. Let's crash down on the planet. The three of you awaken your cryo-sleep sarcophagi, that's cool, to the sound of sirens and ripping metal. You barely manage to get to your escape pods before the ship is torn apart. Sometime later, you land on this unknown Rimworld. Don't make any jokes about that. As pieces of the shredded starship falls around you, you start making plans to survive. Whee! Bip bap pop. There we go. Let's have a little look-see around our new home. Ah, good. Good. Lots of hills, but lots of flat bits as well. Right. Let's have a look-see then. It's absolute first priority, very, very first priority, is to quickly open this. As it's very UI, it's a management game, so there's going to be a load of this stuff. So what I need to do is I need to decide where the hell I am going to make my little base. It makes sense to have it in the middle, primarily because like events and threats tend to turn up on the sides. Why are you blue? Oh, that's water. Water tend to be blue, even though we're apparently on an alien world. So it makes sense here. So, oh, that's handy. Oh, yes, because occasionally you can get these little prefabricated rooms that are like that. So we've actually already got a place. Handy. Right, so roofing area. So that means everyone is now going to go, hopefully, build roofs. Guys? No, you're just going to wander around. Alright, fine. Sit yourself. More importantly, we need to get everyone equipped. Right, so what have we got? Survival rifle. Right, well, Hugo definitely needs to get that. Pistol. Beer. Beer the Yorkshire Terrier. Oh, we got a dog. We got a doggy. Oh, that's great. Got some bits of bobs. Survival knife. Okay, so which out of Spammels and Tatters are better at shooting? Oh, as we've established, Spammels is absolutely terrible in a fight whatsoever. So, therefore, Tatters, you get the gun. Spammels, you can have the knife and just cry in a corner quietly. Right, okie doken. Actually, a decent amount of stuff knocking around here. All compacted machinery, very, very handy indeed. The beginning of our home area, actually... Oh, even handier, we got one there. Okay, I'm going to utilise that just very, very temporarily as our base. We got no wood though, so 1, 2, 3, and let's get some orders going. Chop wood. Okay, so this is actually fairly handy. This little graph here, it just literally tells you what tasks each person will do. Obviously, the ones which are totally blank you cannot do. So, for example, Spammels can't do any carrying around of anything heavy. Or anything really. Let's see. Tatters. Apparently oh no, because she's a pyromaniac. She won't actually set unset fires. Whatever. Hugo, on the other hand, can pretty much do anything other than read a book. Okay, so we got a decent spread at the moment. So we started that. Okay, so let's get that, and let's have zone, stockpile. Let's shove our stockpile here and just have everything at the moment. This is literally just, that's where you tell them to dump stuff. Come on guys, hurry up. No, literally hurry up. So the guys are hanging around doing nothing. Tatters is actually getting on with the work. Ah. So what are you two doing? You're wandering. You're wandering. Go on, Benny. Hugo, you actually going to do anything? Yes, you are. Okay. So Hugo is going to do that. Seriously, is there nothing? So plant cut Hugo. Come on. There we are. Get cracking. What the hell? Vomiting? Oh dear. I'm presuming Tatters really had a rough flight down in the pod. Damn it, Spammels, will you get on and actually do something? Right, I don't care if you guys don't give a damn about it. You guys are going to do some damn construction. Okay, there we are. All I had to do was order Spammels to do some work, and he actually bloody well did it. Right, let's gather up all the stuff from the crash site. Including silver. Silver is the money of the game, basically. Ah. And I don't know why you start off with a load of stuff forbidden, which basically means you can't make the colonists interact with it. Oh, and a very important thing I did not do. Animal sleeping zone, because we've got to have beer come indoors. Well, that was stupid, because I just made this a no roof area. I was using the wrong button. Right, let's get a nice little tower and porch on this. Consuming package... Oh, yeah. Forgot how hard food was really early on. Knees, let's have a look at this. God, like I said, this is so in depth. This is one of those games where you can just wind up finding yourself just staring at it for literally hours. Hey, go Hugo. So you build literally. So we got a roof over our heads. Now literally have a roof over our heads. Right. Okay. Let's get some of this lot in. Okay. I think that's everything for there. Right. So you build a research bench. Yeah. Okay. So Spammels is good at the research. So I want to get that going so I can get some good stuff. Production, here we go. As much as I really want to get that cracking, what I need more than anything else is I need a refrigerated area. Ah, this will do nicely. Right. So you guys build it all there. Have you actually picked up the components yet? No, you haven't. Components are one of the most important parts of the game. Really, like, to a point where you'd be genuinely surprised, because basically what they allow you to do is allow you to build pretty much anything that uses electrical parts. So what I'm going to do here, let's see, you guys... Okay, so they're grabbing the bits and bobs. What I'm going to do, that's temporary sleeping area. This is going to be the temporary fridge. Because literally what you do in order to make fridges is you just build air conditioning units on the side and make it so that they just take all of the air out, all of the hot air out of the room. Good, so Hugo's the fetcher and carrier. Okay, good, we got components. So now, temperature. The fact it's its own tab says a lot. So let's go on a future basis. So what I'm envisioning is I'm going to make this little mountain here in the front my actual... Oh, what's that? Silver. Handy. I'm going to make this my actual base. So this will become basically like the lobby, eventually, so to speak. So I'm going to build in here, into the mountain itself. Whilst I can obviously have stuff out and about, it just simply means there's less construction going on. So therefore, if that's the building, we make the middle area the farming area, then that should mean, let's say here, right, okay, so that's, so I want, let's see, cut plants. I want this entire area sorted, and all of these rocks all the way. Even the Christmas Spammels, do something, man. It's bedtime. At least 2 of your colonists are on close when the cold season comes. The outside temperature is going to reach 40. What's the first of spring, for crying out loud? Unless literally it goes, gets like an actual cold snap going on. That should be fun. Right, okay, so again, same again, cut down everything here. And gather up all the rocks. Because that area is now going to be, that's going to be where I'm going to put my... like the solar panels and wind farmy stuff, because where is it? Power. Power, power, who's got the power? At the moment I've got fuel generator, which basically means I can burn wood. Solar generator, which means I can... Oh, minor brake rest, that's bad. Solar generator, which derps sunshine, and wind turbine, which is actually pretty handy, so minor brake rest. So what's up with Hugo? Ate with that table, slept in the cold shared bedroom, in a little pain, disturbed sleep, general pessimist and generally feeling terrible. Right, so therefore, let's see. Right, let's keep it nice and simple. Fuel stove there. Look, Midnight, I will feed you in a moment. I am trying to conquer the world. Or YouTube at least. So what you're going to do, you're going to sit down there and shut up. Spells, you're starting to irritate me, man. Well, at least I can make you the cook. And the repair chappie. Ah, actually, how's that work? Spammels for some reason the only go marked as mining. So we got a good bit of compacted machinery here. That gets you some materials. Not materials. What are they called again? Components. That's what they be called. Which, as I said before, are very, very handy indeed. I'm okay for the moment. Let's see. Got a couple of days left worth of survival meals, and that can be done fine. Yeah, fortuitously, although not yet, you don't need water. Oh, there's some more meals over there. I didn't even spot them. It's spring. I don't know why it keeps bleating on at me about it. Oh, it's going to get cold. They're going to freeze. Boobity 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 boo. And here's some fine. I've probably been seeing. Pirate race will start soon. Trap sandbags. Oh, bollocks. Oi, be forgotten about that. Because, yeah, that's what happened. You ain't alone on this planet. There be plenty of other sods. Fortuitously. Let's see. Then we've got a knife he can hide with the dog. Actually, speaking of dogs. No. Well, not yet, but you can make it so that... Okay, fine. So Spammels is happy to dig the stuff out, but he's not happy to actually get it to places. So I'm just having a little scan around. Ah, there's some other. So like I said, I want the compacted machinery first, so at least then I can start building some bits and bobs. Yes, I get it. Hugo is a sad sod. Get on with it. Tatas and Hugo have come together and are now lovers. Let's just chalk it down to the AI, eh, guys? But that's a little bit annoying, because... Okay. Well, I've made this one, so therefore... Double bed for you guys. And deconstruct these two. Wait, which is... There we are. Deconstruct those two, so at least they've got that privacy. So you guys are going to have your little place in the fridge. This idea is suddenly backfiring rather badly. Right, so let's put it on normal speed for a minute. We have struck compacted machinery. Well, that's kind of what you're supposed to be doing. There's a decent amount of compacted machinery around here. Because normally what you have to do is you have to trade with people in order to get the compacted machinery. Weaver from the League of Deserts, or Leaguer? No, League of Deserts visiting the colony. She has a few items to trade. Okay, first trader. Nice. Oh, actually, what's this down here? Oh, blimey. More compacted machinery, that's handy. But all of these walls, especially when they're on the inside... Oh, Bennett, I am literally swimming in machinery? That doesn't sound right. But I certainly have got a lot of this stuff. That is unexpected. The other colony I've got going in the other game, I have to trade for all of my machinery now, and it is somewhat the annoyings. At least Spammers is going to be busy. And speaking of busy... Yep, there we are. As I said, might be a little bit awkward, but... that does give a nice, decent boost to their self-esteem, I suppose you could call it. Oh. How's his rest? What have I actually got to trade? I haven't actually got much, but let's see what she wants. Right. Herbal medicine, wooden spear. I definitely don't want to trade away the components. Pemmican, which is a type of food. 2 herbal medicines. No, I'm happy to do that. I'm happy to do that. What's her face is leaving. Bye 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 bye. So this is not going to be... Hugo thinks you should give it a name. What do you think it should be called? Roggorias. It is now a glorious day. It's got a fuel. Work. See... Cook. Okay, so we've got a couple of cooks. Oh, no, that's it. Derp. I totally forgot. Bills, which is basically tasks. So I want the cook simple meals, which basically the more takes longer, more ingredients, better food, better moods, etc. But we're going to go with a simple meal, but do until you have X. So I want at least 10 at all times. And since Spammels and Tatters are on the cooking, that should mean when Spammels hasn't got anything else to do, he can cook. Yes, we get it. You're porking each other. Good for you. Ah, see, and therefore Spammels is starting to cook those. They aren't refrigerated though, so... see, which is more awkward? Having Spammels have to sleep next to two people porking each other, or having to move my fridge? Answers in the comments below. Unless I make this just temporary, this mountain still remains the main base. This becomes the power generation sector, and that becomes the food meals. Right, okay, that makes more sense. Right, so in that case, power. I need the power. Solar generators are by far and away the most powerful, but wind turbines are overall just that little bit better. So if I put you there and there, click out the game by accident, and then go for clear everything here and haul you. There we are. So that's power generation. And then, if I then... Oh, okay, screw it. I'm going to build the fridge. I'm going to make this bit the fridge. So this means we're going to do our first bit of building. Let's just build straight into the side. And we want to put the door here, because fortunately, like prison architects, they just walk over stuff. Our local rat has gone mad. It will attack everyone who sees. Oh, and it's you. Melee attacking Spammels. Right. So this is, technically speaking, our first fight. So what you do in fights, generally speaking, is you click the draft and then you can literally order them around. Although, oh yes, I know, Mad Animal. I know that. So let's put it down to 1. So therefore, sorted. So one second. Let's have a check on the... I thought the line meant he didn't have any skills whatsoever. Incapable of violence. So Spammels is a pacifist. Genuinely not expecting that, so that means Spammels is totally useless in combat. Okay, that's going to be a bit tricksy. Okay, so they're building that and that. The power generation has to be outside, so if I cancel you two, and then on the temperature, I'll build 2 coolers. So I want cold side to be there and there. So then that means this area here will become nice and cold so long as it's getting power. Well, theoretically speaking, actually, charge battery is built to be low when heated or wet. So you don't want them outside and you don't want them in the heat. So theoretically it would make sense to have them in the fridge. So let's put a couple in there. Targeted temperature. Why the hell would you make target temperature of a cold place 21 degrees? I want it to be 2 degrees. And zone area, stockpiling zone. Make you a new stockpile. But storage, because basically here you've got the rules. This is what you tell them, exactly what you want to be in here. So I literally want nothing more than food and... food, plants... literally nothing else. This is just for food. Corpses. Can I technically put in... not insect corpses, because I doubt we're going to get to the point where we want to eat those. Okay, so this is the fridge and game locker. But see, that basically means is the wind turbines are good for overnight. So That's... Oh, no, that's producing 21 degrees. Don't want that. Minus 2 degrees centigrade, thank you. Frozen won't spoil. That's what I want to see. Well, let's save and quit to menu, because we're playing hardcore mode, so that's literally the only way to save. So if things go south, unfortunately, little Roggorias might be going south, but that was episode 1 of Rimworld. I'm going to make this a series purely because I'm playing this game so goddamn much just for myself. I might as well make it a bit more interesting. I was doing the whole adding you guys into it just for a laugh more than anything else. If you're not happy with it, just give us a shout. I can change the names literally at any point. But that's Rimworld episode 1. I'm immediately going to go into episode 2, even though it's quite bloody late in the day. But for the moment, thank you all very much indeed for watching this silly little video of mine. If you enjoyed it, have a little look-see down below to see if there's anything else I've done which takes your fancy. If so, have a little look-see. By all means, my friend. Subscribe if you want to, but most importantly, please be wonderful to each other. Good night.